Hi, Linda Beatty from Linda Beatty's Life Coaching and Counseling. And I want to talk to you today about trauma and medication. Now, I get a lot of questions about this, so I really want to go into detail, not about specific medications, because I am not a doctor and I can't prescribe medication, but I do require clients to talk to a physician or go to a psychiatrist if they absolutely would benefit from it and it would help their trauma symptoms. So let's get right into it. If you have anxiety or depression from your trauma, and it has been ongoing, where we would say it was clinical depression, whereas you're having symptomology that is over a period of time and you're not able to do certain things. It's difficult to maybe get out of bed. It's difficult to get motivation to do anything. Maybe your sleep or your eating habits have changed some, and you're struggling in certain areas that we would say is clinical depression. Then I would first start off with holistic things to try. And the same goes for anxiety. If you have anxiety or panic attacks on a regular basis and it interferes with your general life, then I would absolutely say there are things that you can try for anxiety, but we're going to try holistic stuff first. And that's what this video is about. And then if the holistic does not work, and sometimes it actually does. It actually will work where people do not need medication, which is why I get so excited about this stuff, and people call me a little crazy, but for myself, I've seen it work so well that I like to help other people get there. So the first thing is your diet. The first thing you have to do is really watch what you eat. You have to watch for foods that inflame, like inflammatory foods. You have to watch for high sugar foods because it will cause your blood sugar to go up and down and you will crash sometimes, and that can feed into the depression. You want to watch out for heavy fats because they can make you feel lethargic, they can make you feel sleepy, they can, they're not really, they don't help, let's put it that way. So staying away from those certain things and making sure you're eating a lot of vegetables and fruits, you're eating a lot of high protein. I'm very big on a high protein diet. Medium carbs, but complex carbs. So we're not having simple carbs where you get the sugar right away and you don't have the blood fluctuations. So complex carbohydrates, and then healthy fats. I like people to take healthy fats like avocados and things that are natural and healthy fats. So that's diet. The second part, exercise, my favorite thing in the whole world for depression and anxiety. When I struggle with either of those, my first place to be is at the gym. Because I know if I'm feeling anxious or overwhelmed or hypervigilant about something and I go get a good workout in and pump some iron, I feel much better. I feel like a different person. Or if you do aerobic exercises, that's fine too. It doesn't matter which one. I love weight training. I think it's very good for you. I do aerobic exercise as well. That is very good. You get your heart rate up to a certain degree. Here you go, guys. Here's how you know where to get your heart rate to. 220 minus your age is your target heart rate. So if you can do a mixture of weight training and aerobic exercise 3 to 4 times a week, it will change your brain chemistry. It will actually change your brain chemistry like an antidepressant does. Now, it may not be enough to get you over the hump, depending on how bad your clinical depression is, but it will help get motivation up. It will help get energy up, and it will help change that brain chemistry. Here's the question I always get. Well, I'm depressed and I don't have any motivation to get started. Start where you are. You have to fight depression, guys. Depression has to be fought. So if you don't feel like going to the gym, go outside and go for a brisk walk. Put on a YouTube video that's a 15-minute exercise video for beginners and start that way. There are so many options with exercise now with the internet that you have no excuse and you have no reason to not start. Even if you don't want to leave your house, you can just put on your computer and start exercising. There are TV shows that you can put on if you don't have internet. So there are no excuses. And body weight exercises. If you don't have weights in your house and you don't want to leave the house, you can do body weight exercises. So there's lots of options, but this really will change your brain chemistry, change how you feel, and it will take a little time to get into the rhythm of it. So you've got to start slow, but be consistent. That is my number one advice. Start slow, but be consistent. Do not skip. Make dates with yourself and keep them. That is what I do, guys. I practice what I preach. I do my self-care. This is part of my self-care routine, so I don't have to take antidepressants or anxiety medication anymore. I do this on a regular basis. And then we have our techniques. Look for the trauma tool belt video and use those techniques for anxiety as well. But the exercise and the food will help the anxiety as well as the depression. So try all of these, the exercise, the nutrition, the trauma tool belt. Try all of those things before you try medication. But if your doctor says, no, you're in clinical depression, you need medication, then absolutely, you do what your doctor tells you. I always try this first, and then if it doesn't work, I tell people you can go to your family physician, and some of them will prescribe antidepressants. They actually are pretty open to that nowadays. So you don't necessarily have to go to a specialist like a psychiatrist. So ask your family doctor if this does not work. But guys, don't stay in depression or anxiety. The more you stay in the depression, the worse it gets, and you can get to a point where you're suicidal. And if you are, then you need to reach out and you need to get help, okay? You don't have to do this alone, and there's a lot of ways you can treat it. So I hope this helps you, give some information. And if you have any questions, find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Message me on Messenger. I will reply, and do your best. But get going. Get moving. It'll change your brain chemistry. Take care. God bless.